I'm filming this in the middle of February, so here in Kyoto, it's still pretty cold. But if I look around me, I can see signs of the spring. Now, here and there, I can see the plum blossom. I love to see the plum blossom. For me, that means spring is coming soon. Spring is just around the corner. So just around the corner is an expression that means something is coming soon. Now, as you look around, are you seeing any signs of the spring? For British people, when we start seeing signs of the spring, we have a special phrase that we use. That phrase is, spring has sprung. Spring has sprung. That can be a little bit difficult for non-native English speakers to understand. What does sprung mean? To understand it, we have to know that spring has many meanings. So the word that we use it the most for is the season, the spring. But when we talk about onsens, we say hot spring. So where water jumps out of the earth, we call that a spring. So that's one spring. But there's another noun that we use the word spring for. So these are springs. Inside this pen, there's a very small spring. If I press this and let this go, the spring has sprung. So spring can be a noun, but it can also be a verb. So again, I'll do it again. Sprung. Spring, springing, sprung. So when a spring has been pushed down and then is allowed to jump up, it has sprung. So why do we connect that to the season, the spring? Because as we look around, we can see flowers suddenly appearing. They're like springs, springing here, springing there. Or also like water coming out of the ground, like a water spring springing up. Suddenly we can see these flowers appearing. So it's a play on words, but it's an expression that British people love to use. The spring has sprung. Another expression where we use spring is spring into action. When we use spring into action, we're talking about suddenly doing something, suddenly starting to do something. So for example, when the fire brigade suddenly get a phone call, they spring into action. The fire brigade is British English for the fire department. So in America they say fire department, but British people say fire brigade. So suddenly they have to do something. They spring into action. But anytime anyone suddenly starts to do something energetic, where you have to move a lot, we say spring into action. When was the last time you sprung into action? もしこのビデオが気に入ったらいいねをお願いします。Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.